when I was told there was a 5-year aftercare, it's like, okay, that's what I want. This isn't a quick fix. And you said that. It's not a quick fix. It's not a magic pill. That whole combination is of experience just gives you peace of mind. I never had a healthy relationship with food at all. Every time I lost 50 pounds, I gained 60 back. And that's what happened over the 20 years, is there was just a battle back and forth of the weight up and down and everything else. My health before, my knees were terrible. Stairs were difficult. I used railing, and sometimes it was if I had to carry anything, it was one step at a time. My name was always Big Guy. Hey, Big Guy. It was always that. It was just because that's, I've been that way my whole life. Fear factor, strictly fear factor. I talked to my doctor, he was for it, but he was nervous about the traditional bypass as well. So then when I talked to you, it was just the comfort level of, it was like, okay, I'm done. I found who I need to go to. Cheryl was really comfortable, but yeah, it was basically fear before. I didn't have a whole lot of pain. Like I was up and moving, like 6 months in, my relationship with food has changed. It's a tool to help me get to my goals. It's altered my cravings. It's that now I don't want to go home, and if I have a stressful day, I don't need to go home and eat. I'm really comfortable with the decision I made because my stomach's still there. I still have a stomach. It's just much smaller. And I'm learning how to build a relationship with food that is positive. It's hard to comprehend now, especially with my knees. Losing that 133 pounds, my knees don't hurt, stairs are no issue. None of that is issue. Like now I'm walking the dogs and that's not a concern. The difference between the sleep now and the sleep before is night and day. And I don't think I ever got any deep sleep at all. And I haven't snored since the day I had my surgery. I haven't not had anything that I haven't had before. Like when we went for dinner, I've had steak. I was still part of everything. I didn't feel left out. Now I took it to go with half my soup. And like, Cheryl's like, who does that? So, and I was like, but it's my lunch tomorrow. The really factor is that I was 50 years old thinking, do I live to 60 or 80? That was it. That was the decision. I don't know many people that if you said to them, listen, I can give you 20 more years in your life, if they're not going to pay what you need to pay. The financial aspect of it was a factor, but when I realized that it could be 20 years of my life, it wasn't like you're talking about a very small amount of money every year for the next 20 years. The reality factor is if they're ready, if they know in their heart that this is what they want to do and they're willing to follow what you've told them, like I followed it to the letter. I guess I didn't go into it thinking this was a diet. And my mom keeps on saying that to me. How's that diet going? It's not a diet, Mom. It's just a lifestyle change. I just changed my life. It's absolutely floored me. The aftercare and just the kindness of the staff. Like it's like they're all like it's like I'm the only patient. It's like they're all rooting for me there. I'm thinking, okay, how are you like this with everybody? Your staff is amazing. One of my distributors had the surgery the Wednesday after I did, and the aftercare, the difference between what he's going through and what I'm going through is night and day from the day of the surgery. Like he has zero aftercare. Like there's no response, there's no nothing. And he's talking to me about these ups and downs he's having. And I'm referring what your staff have told me. So I turn into his aftercare. The way your staff do it, it's been fantastic. Really helpful. Because it's a private group, and if I'm gonna probably ask a question, it's gonna be on there because I know the people that are gonna see it are all either been through it or going through it or about to go through it. And your staff are gonna see it and they're gonna respond if they think that there's something, okay, try this instead or something. It's a really interesting tool that I didn't know of prior, but I'm glad there is.